Good morning, students. Today I am going to continue chapter number 4, Working of Institution from Political Science. And today I am going to discuss with you very important and powerful institutions of India. And your topic is two houses of parliament. And these are number 1, Lok Sabha, which is known as lower house, and after that Rajya Sabha, which is also known as upper house. Okay? And my dear students, in my previous explanation, as I told you that in India, President, Prime Minister and Parliament, these three are the decision makers and the responsible for the implementation of any kind of law in India. And also I told you that Parliament is a supreme legislative body, and also we need a parliament because parliament is a finally authority for making, changing or abolishing laws, and also direct and complete control over the government. And also parliament is very important to control and manage money whatever government has, and also Parliament check out the highest forum for debates, discussion and deliberations. Okay? So students, now I am going to discuss with you houses of parliament and why these houses of parliaments are very important in India or for any purpose. Okay? So students, now you can understand that parliament plays a very central and important role in modern democratic countries of the world and in India also. And students, most large countries like India divide the role and power of the parliaments in two parts, and they are known as houses of the parliament, and also we can say these two institutions of parliament as a chambers of houses, okay, or chambers or houses. Okay, so students, as you know very well that one house or in Lok Sabha, leaders or a representative directly elected by the common people of India, and also exercises the real power and control on behalf of the common people. Okay? And the second house of parliament or second chamber of parliament is Rajya Sabha, and or upper house of the parliament, in which representative or leaders elected indirectly and also performs very important functions. And students, Lok Sabha working only for the welfare of the common people of India to implement different kind of rules, regulation and laws, and the work of both houses are same somewhere, but the most important work of Rajya Sabha or upper house is to look after the interest of various states, regions or federal units. Alright? And in India also, Parliament has two houses, and the two houses are known as the Council of the States, Rajya Sabha, and the Lok Sabha, which is the House of the People. Okay, you have to understand very clearly that Rajya Sabha is known as the Council of States and Lok Sabha is known as the House of the People. Okay, and President of India is a part of the Parliament. Okay, I mean to say, President is responsible for the both houses, for Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha also. Okay, and President is not member of any particular house. So students, that's why all laws, rules and regulations, whatever, made in the two houses of Parliament come into force only after they receive the assent or the expression of approval or agreement of the President. All right. So my dear students, as you know very well that already you have to learn about the two houses of Parliament like Lok Sabha and about Rajya Sabha in your earlier classes. But students, it is very important to recall some key differences between the composition of these two houses of Parliament. So students, first of all, I will go through the Lok Sabha or lower house. So students, the representative of Lok Sabha elected directly for 5 years by the common people and working on the behalf of the common people. Okay, and the total members of lower house or Lok Sabha is 545 and their working year is fixed only 5 years. It means after 5 years again new representatives or leader will elected by the common people of India. Okay, after that your next topic is Rajya Sabha. So as I told you above that Rajya Sabha is also known as upper house, and in Rajya Sabha representative elected indirectly from state and union territories legislative assemblies for 2 years. Okay, and the total members of Rajya Sabha are 245 and the working year is permanent. Okay, so students, after the information of these two houses, now we have to understand here that which of the two houses is more powerful. Okay, so students, normally if we will take a overlook on the work of Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, then we can say clearly that Rajya Sabha is more powerful, and That's why it is called the upper chamber, and Lok Sabha, which is known as lower chamber. But student, here does not mean that Rajya Sabha is more powerful than Lok Sabha. But this is the style of saying and asking people about the Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, and sometimes people differentiate lower house or upper house on the working responsibility. But students, here we have to understand that both houses of parliament are important on its own place. How? Because our constitution does give the Rajya Sabha some special powers, as I told you above, on the basis of states matter. But on another matter, especially related to the population of India, the Lok Sabha exercises supreme power. That's why here we can only differentiate it on the basis of their work. But we cannot say that Lok Sabha is more superior or Rajya Sabha is more superior than Lok Sabha. Okay, here we have to understand some points to understand the power of Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Point number 1 is, if any ordinary law needs to be passed by both the houses, and if there is any confusion or there is any difference between the point of view of Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha to take any final decision. So students, the final decision will be taken in a joint session in which members of both the houses sit together to pass any law. Because of the larger number of members, the view of the Lok Sabha is likely to prevail in such a meeting. Okay. So students, now you can understand on the basis of point number 1, if any confusion is anywhere among the members of Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, then they have to sit together in one place to take any decision on the basis of one point of view. Okay. After that, point number 2 is, Lok Sabha exercises more powers in money matters, because the Lok Sabha passes the budget of the government or any other money related law. So students, I think you have very familiar related to the budget session of the Lok Sabha, and all the budget passed by the Lok Sabha, and students, the Rajya Sabha cannot reject whatever budget passed by the Lok Sabha anyhow. And if any decisions taken by the Rajya Sabha, then the Rajya Sabha can only delay it by 14 days or suggest changes in it regarding to the passing of any budget. Students, here I want to say to you that if any confusion among the members of Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha for the passing of any budget related to the any developmental activities in particular states or all over the India. In this case, Rajya Sabha can stop to pass any budget only for 14 days or can suggest any changes if it will be beneficial and better for the development related to the all over the India and especially for the people of India. And it is the wish of Lok Sabha that Lok Sabha may or may not accept these changes. All right. And point number 3 is very important, that the Lok Sabha even controls the Council of Ministers, and only a person who enjoys the support of the majority of the members in the Lok Sabha is appointed the Prime Minister. This is very important points. Listen very carefully. It means Lok Sabha controls the Council of Ministers, and only those person who enjoys the support of the majority of the members in the Lok Sabha is appointed the Prime Minister. Okay? And if the majority of the Lok Sabha members say they have no any confidence in the Council of Ministers, listen again. If the majority of the Lok Sabha members say they have no confidence in the Council of Ministers, so all ministers including the Prime Minister have to quit. And Rajya Sabha does not have any kind of power like this Lok Sabha has. Okay? So students, now on the basis of above discussion, you can understand that who is more powerful. Okay? So final conclusion is Rajya Sabha is powerful on its own place, but Lok Sabha is more powerful because Lok Sabha controls the Council of Ministers and also passes the budget for the developmental activities and also elected by the common people of India. So students, I think today whatever I am saying to you about Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha is clear to you. But anywhere if you have any doubt or confusion, please contact to me. Alright? Thank you and have a nice day.